So, lads, Aliyah Boston has just said something. She has said something. She gave an answer to a question that obviously people are going to be asked. The Fever players are going to be asked, and she did it in the best possible way. And if you guys agree with that, subscribe. We are trying to hit 55.6k by the end of the day, and we are 21 subscribers off. If we could do that, that would be absolutely incredible. And if we could get, like, I don't know, 300 likes in this video, that would be insane. And leave in the comment section below, do you guys agree or do you guys disagree with this take right here, that this is the perfect way she should have answered that question? Because at the end of the day, like, the Indiana Fever fans did boo Dewanna Bonner, and, you know, nothing else was to be expected. And we had the good old Cat Copper, who, I think this video, the Cat Copper video is coming out first. I'm recording them one after the other. Right here. And where is it? This one here. This is one of the craziest things I've ever heard somebody say in a press conference.
I mean, I don't understand. You know, like, she's a legend, and just all the things that she's done for the league.
Dewanna, I mean this when I say this, Dewanna Bonner has actually done nothing for the league. Like, she is a legend, but Dewanna Bonner has done nothing for the league.
And just the disrespect, I can't get down with it. They booed her. She didn't say a word to the crowd. Um, People talk some trash to her, but you know, we had her back. But it's just very distasteful for what their fan base is doing. As far as when it comes to DB, because it's just like she's just the sweetest soul. And the situation didn't work for her, and you know that's just not what she wanted or whatever. But
she quit on the team, refused trades because she would only play for one team, demanded a buyout, then told all the teams that could have claimed her off waivers, which could have really helped out the Indiana Fever. Had she been claimed off waivers, I think, actually no, sorry, that would have just helped herself. She told teams not to claim her off waivers. All it is nonsense. All it is bullshit. But yeah, let's take a listen to what Aliyah Boston said right here.
What was it like having Dewanna Bonner return to Indiana, and what were your thoughts on the fan reception tonight?
Honestly, that got nothing to do with me. I think DB returned because we were playing Phoenix, and so that happened to be that. The fans chose to do what they wanted to do, but for us, it's about paying attention to what we have to do here, and that was coming in and getting a big win, which we were able to do.
Literally, perfect.
Honestly, that got nothing to do with me.
That got nothing to do with me, first of all. Not that it's very different than we don't condone that. We don't like seeing that. Like, nothing about that. It was literally no negative things towards fans, which, you know, they probably would have hoped that Aliyah Boston called out the fans. Just, yeah, they had nothing to do with me. She doesn't want to get herself involved in the wrath of the old WNBA. They've already turned on Candace Parker and her. You don't want to make them even more, turn on her even more. And those, you better believe, as toxic as people think Fever fans are, the Angel Reese fans are even worse. They're even worse.
I think DB returned because we were playing Phoenix, and so that happened to be that. The fans chose to do what they wanted to do, but for us, it's about paying attention to what we have to do here, and that was coming in and getting a big win, which we were able to do.
Which is exactly right. The fans can do what they want to do. The fan chose to do what they want to do. That was simple as that. Nice and easy. Simple as that. Let's not say a negative thing. She said the fans did what the fans did. She made her bed. She can lay in it. Basically, that ain't nothing to do with me. Yeah. Love this response. Great response. Great answer. Absolutely perfect. AKA, I'm glad they did. I don't think she cared whether or not they booed Dewanna Bonner. I think they don't. I genuinely mean this when I say this. I think the Fever players don't care about Dewanna Bonner. I legitimately think they could not care less if Dewanna Bonner was on the team, was off the team. I think they knew a few games in advance that Dewanna Bonner had quit on the team. And I think it was probably a few games where that was probably a bit hard. I think Dewanna Bonner quitting on the team because obviously like Caitlin Clark I'd say it probably hit Caitlin hard. I'd say it probably hit a couple of players hard because, you know, they were a big reason why Dewanna Bonner came in. I think it was a negative on the team. Dewanna Bonner fully quitting on the team. And I think they probably, as soon as they realize that, that type of thing will help the team get stronger. And I do think in 5, 6, 7 years, there's gonna be like people talking about this. Thankfully, in the world we live in right now, when you put a podcast mic in front of somebody, they don't seem to lie. When you put a podcast mic in front of somebody, they will say shit they should never say. Heck, we had Andre Drummond, the former NBA, or is he current NBA player? I think he's still in the NBA. Literally talking about how he intentionally misses shots so he could get his rebound numbers up, which is wild to say. But yeah, it's like, it is what it is. Like, the Fever players, I'd say, were happy. First of all, I actually don't think the Fever players cared. If they cheered Dewanna Bonner, I don't think they would have cared. If they booed Dewanna Bonner, I don't think they would have cared. I don't think this Indiana Fever team give one flying fuck about anybody that's not in that locker room. Like, we saw it after the Commissioner's Cup with some of the drunk Caitlin Clark things. This is Fever versus the world. Whether it be Fever fans versus the world, Fever players versus the world, they know that. They know that. They knew that once the investigation happened and they were being asked to speak on something that they knew didn't happen. And there were other players calling out their fans and everything. They knew none of that happened and the bullshit was still not stopping. So at the end of the day, it is Fever versus the world. And it's clear that some of these players know about that. It's clear that some of these players know, like, fully know that it's Fever versus the world. And I think it is irrelevant whatever the hell happens. Dewanna Bonner doesn't play for Indiana anymore. Like, it is insert Liam Cooper meme. If you guys don't know who Liam Cooper is, he's the former captain of Leeds United. And when we got relegated, there was a bunch of players that were already like contacting their agents to see how they could get out of the club for with a relegation clause. There's a whole bunch of players that wanted to get out of the club. So Liam Cooper was in the locker room after they got relegated and straight up saying this: if you don't want to be here, then fuck off. And that's my opinion with this whole situation. If you don't want to be here, then fuck off. I know some of you guys might think that that's an extreme one, but I think that that's their attitude towards Dewanna Bonner. It is whatever players are in this locker room versus everybody else. And you know what? Just like Jose Mourinho's Chelsea team, just like every good Jose Mourinho team, it absolutely helps when you have an us versus the world mentality. It helps when you're not buddy with rivals. Because there are players that are able to just switch it on and go into kill mode, and some players aren't. And if you're not buddy with all your rivals, you can go into kill mode every single time you set foot on the floor. But anyway, that's the video. I'll see you guys.